You don't know.
Shalom, Michael. Start off by saying, call halal, Yahweh,
Yahweh
Bash,
Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashim, Rakakwada.
Bash, Shalom, Dollar, Block him up, yo. As I would know, doing the same thing we doing, man. Before we get into the lesson, we give double honors to the elders, great millstone, the apostles who rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to all you all and throughout the four corners. And of course, pushing out the word the right way, rightfully dividing it throughout the four corners of the hellhole. Shabbat video we're doing. I got a particular scripture that I want to open up with chapter 2. This is the Luke chapter 2, verse 1. Therefore, the Lord hath made good his word, which he pronounced against us, against our judges that judge Israel, against our kings, and against our princes, and against the men of Israel and Judah, to bring upon us great plagues, such as never happened under the whole heaven, as it came to pass in Jerusalem, according to the things that were written in the law of Moses. You know what I mean? So basically, this is the time we in right now, man. This is not a new thing under the earth pertaining to Ecclesiastes. There's nothing new under the sun. But what is new under the sun is this great hill that we're about to be facing, man. As a people, mainly the elect of Israel, because we're going to be on the ones that's really in the know. We're going to be the ones that's insane during these times, versus you other people who are going to be, lost in the sauce or whatever like that, man. So, basically, we're going to open up that particular scripture, kind of like to set the tone. Open up, man. Y'all prepared to
I got a precept basically saying the same thing, Spirit be redundant. That's the way it teaches, so you get it and understand it. It's the prayer of Azariah, chapter 1, verse 4. For thou art righteous in all things that thou hast done to us. Yeah, true are all thy works. Thy ways are right, and all thy judgments true. And all the things that thou hast brought upon us and upon the holy city of our fathers, which is so-called Negroes, Native Americans, the land-speaking people of the earth, even Jerusalem, thou hast executed true judgment. For according to truth and judgment, thou bring all these things upon us because of our sins. First hired, last fired. Last hired, first fired. Is our people as a whole cursed, man. Living in ghetto,
suffering for righteousness' sake. Literally suffering for righteousness' sake, man. It's like the more right you do, it's like the more hell you get.
Right.
So I mean, the Lord, he basically, he's giving us these oracles to give us, to boost our faith, man, to give us that hope. It's like these words are like gas in the tank. Without gas, a motor not gonna run, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this is the fuel that fuels our engines, man. The Lord giving us these promises, and not only good promises, but when the Lord gives you bad promises, some bad shit that's gonna happen, famine or death, or things of that nature, and they come to pass exactly how the Lord said, that even boosts your faith. Prophecy don't always. We all know prophecy is not always a good thing, man. Most prophecy that we read is what? Famine, pestilence, death and destruction, man.
Lamentation going in your
woe. But I mean, it's the flip side to it. I mean, in this society, all we catch is the hell and the negative side, but it's a flip side to it. It's not always going to be suffering. It's not always going to be happen to endure, happen to be strong. Lord, crying to the Lord to get you through the next 5 minutes. It's not going to always be that way, right? But it's the test that we're going through. And basically the Lord is these tests. He's strengthening up his body. He's strengthening up his elect men, because we're going to have to be the strongest in the day of Jacob's trouble.
Let's finish it off. Verse 6. For we have sinned and committed iniquity, departing from thee.
Like I say, that's the reason why we're in the position that we're in. Well, Lord got to raise up prophets to come and tell his people who they are again. Come and tell his people, first and foremost, who he is, who the son is, their nationality, who the devil is. I mean, you got to start from the ground, from ABC, 1, 2, 3, all the way up, all over again. You know?
I had one for y'all.
This is the people that had it all. This is the people that come from the top, man. This is the people that we're talking about who helped Yahushua create all the things, man, including the other nations. And we helped the Lord create these other nations in the spirit, and yet here we are today as their slaves. You know, y'all brothers say anything y'all want to
Because you had said something about catching hell, right? Out? If I'm not mistaken. You had said something about catching hell.
Can y'all hear?
Yeah, you'd be going in and out, kind of low a little bit.
I can barely hear you.
I said, yeah, it's kind of going in and out, kind of low.
Yeah, and I can barely hear you.
Yeah, but
I mean, the camera can hear you, so I mean, you know, the viewers can hear you.
Yeah, but what I had was Job 2:10. It says, but he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hands of Yahweh, and shall not we receive evil?
No,
This did not Job sin his lips? Got it out?
You could break it down now, because I can't hear you.
It was Job speaking to his wife. He was saying, you know, we receive good from the Most High. Should we not receive evil too? You know what I'm saying? That's just a part of this truth, man. The Most High is balanced, so we have to take that into initiative that we're gonna receive the same, man. 1 minute you be doing good, the Most High put hell on you, man, just to test you, just to see where your thought process is, and just what it is, man. Go ahead, up. You got it, Kazaki.
All right. I couldn't really hear nothing that you said in the end.
Yeah, I had got the brother to get Job 2:10.
Hey, is it possible for me to click off and click back on, or you have to restart the whole video?
I don't know.
But Quab said he know for sure I could be able to log off this motherfucker, just come back in, you know.
Yeah, he can do that.
Huh?
Yeah, you can do that.
Let me try, because I can't hear you, bro.
Yeah, Shalaki about the argument, you know. Satan always got his hands in something, man. While dealing with the videos and messing with it, man.
I got something, Mark.
Yeah, but go ahead.
This Job 14:1. Because you know, we always like Paul said, man, you know, he rather glory in his infirmities, man. And you know, and that's the way it is, man. It should be as such, man, you know, because the men of the Lord endure afflictions and hardships, man, you know, continuously, constantly, you know, throughout the walk. All right. This Job 14:1. It says, man that is born of a woman is of a few days and full of trouble, man. Because you know, if you go into Sirach, I want to get it. I want to say 17 and real quick. It says this Sirach 17:16. It says every man from his youth is given to evil, man. All right. So coming in this world, man, the Father made sure that perils were set before you, man, to basically correct your spirit, man. All right. So we put in a position to endure hardships and trials, man, in order to assure us as judges and kings upon the earth, man. All right. The Father's raising up kings and priests, man. All right. So that's why we're enduring the afflictions we're going through, man. All right. That's why Job said 14:1 that a man that is born is of a woman is of a few days and full of trouble, man.
Right.
All right. You got it.
Are you back on, Kazaki?
Huh?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
No, I know y'all can hear me, but I'm saying it's like the volume is low. But I mean, y'all continue. I just pick up what I can hear from what I can hear. But we could barely hear on this side.
All right. You think
Go ahead. Let me mess
you probably get.
Y'all go ahead and mess with the settings and stuff. I'm gonna try to mess with the settings. I mean, go ahead.
All right. You want me to bring something else out if you have something?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, let me deal with the settings.
I'm looking right now.
All right. This Job 10:1. It says, my soul is weary. It says, my soul is weary of my life. I will leave my complaint upon myself. I will speak in the bitterness of my soul, man, because like I said, everyday trials and endeavors that the men of the Lord go through, man. You know, it's part of the walk.
What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play the sound.
We good?
Yeah, go ahead, break it down up.
All right. I'm gonna read again. It says, this Job 10:1. It says, my soul is weary of my life. I will leave my complaint upon myself. I will speak in the bitterness of my soul, man. Because just like with Jonah, man.
Turn it. I'm watching YouTube to turn it off. On YouTube.
Huh?
Somebody got it on.
No, that's over here. That's the only way we can say something now. Can you?
Yeah. Hello?
Is it still echoing like that?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit.
Hold on. I turned it down as much as I can. I hooked the auxiliary plug to the speaker. That's the only way I can hear y'all.
All right.
Is it bothering? Is it like to the point where you good?
I'm good.
All right.
You want me to read it
And
over again? You got
Shalom to that brother. We got a brother in the coming board from Platinum, man. Shalom, bro. We all
Shalom.
Shalom. Hey, yeah, read it again. Let the brother break it down.
All right. You can hear me, Kazaki?
Huh?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, good. I got this Job 10:1. It says, my soul is weary of my life. I will leave my complaint upon myself. I will speak in the bitterness of my soul.
Yeah, speaking in the bitterness of your soul, that's what we're doing right now. We're speaking out the bitterness of our soul. Catching holy hell, being oppressed. The Lord brought us in the truth, therefore we are in the know. And saying Ecclesiastes 1:18, man, the more you know, the more hell you catch, the more grief, more knowledge, more wisdom, more grief, and all that comes with it. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord pushed us through persecution, he pushes us through stress situations, through all type of going without. All these things is the fuel of the spirit. Some brothers need to be made angry. Some brothers get complacent. The Most High puts you in a certain spiritual straitjacket that'll get you out of that old happy go jolly ass spirit. Some brothers be in that boys me spirit. Sometimes the Lord got to, give them a little breath of fresh air to get them on board. I mean, it's all depends. But at the end of the day, man, we are all in the midst of catching holy hell, and through this holy hell we catch. We go out and we push the word, right? That's your precept. We cry to the Lord.
In James chapter 1, verse 2. My Akim, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptation.
Right. And it's joy as opposed to, a lot of you weaklings out there, man. As soon as we face some type of persecution, you get weak, you get full of doubt. You start panicking and all that type of shit like this. You start questioning your faith, you fall into different doctrines.
Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
Right. Like I say, we being tested. This is not some spontaneous act that the Lord just decided to do 5 minutes ago whenever the hell came on you. And everything that each one of these brothers go through was ordained for us to go through it for the forwarding of this gospel. Period. Read that last one more time. Try y'all, was you finished with the verse?
Yeah, I'm finished with it.
Hey, took 5 go over in the 6.
Go on with the 6.
All right. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
Yeah.
But let patience have a perfect work.
And let patience have a perfect work, because, like I say, you don't want the Lord to keep trying your faith, doing this, and you're not getting anywhere. You're supposed to be learning from getting persecuted. You're supposed to be learning from all the hell and flack and slack and bullshit that we catch. You're supposed to be learning and getting sharper and sharper from these things. You get, like the old saying, you fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's the mentality we have to have in this society, man. You know, you living in a wicked ass world. You know, you living around wicked ass women. You know, you living around wild ass niggas. So what is the wise man gonna do? He's gonna put himself in a position where, you know, he's gonna be at the advantage. You know, go ahead.
That you may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
Right, man. Wanting nothing means nothing of this world, man. You know, being full, spiritually fed. You know. And everything, even when brothers are going without, they're not wanting. Only thing we're wanting is salvation. Man. For the Lord, Yahweh, by Shema Rashad, to come on those ships and get us. Other than that, we not longing for none of the things in this society. Man. We're not longing for the so-called white man to give us or teach us nothing. Man. We know he's a damn devil and he's a thief. Period. Go ahead.
Verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask Yahweh.
Right.
That give it to all men liberally.
Right. Freely. All men who, and there's only a group of men that's gonna ask for it, man, and it's the elect of the Most High, man. Because 2/3 of you and you counterfeit, like the elders call you, you pseudo Israelites, man. Y'all don't want this. Y'all want to be joined with the so-called white man and have favor amongst Israel and Esau. It don't work that way. You either against the devil fully or you with the Lord fully. One or the other. You can't be, you know, half-assing teaching that we're Israelites, but when it comes down to the name, none of that matters. You know, but when it comes down to the so-called white man, you never bringing out no prophecies condemning this damn devil. Never bringing out no prophecies tying America to the scriptures. No prophecies tying America to being destroyed. No prophecies tying the so-called white man to being the devil. No prophecies tying the scriptures to the chip, to the mark of the beast. Mark of the beast, the RFID chip. You know, you don't go into none of these things, but yet when you go into the book of Revelation, the 14th chapter, it's 3 main things that those angels, when those angels came and sounded. Those 3 messages was fear the Lord, the destruction of America, and not to take the mark of the beast, man. Those are the 3 principles that break millstone, beginning with the apostles all the way down to the least of us, man, stand strongly on. And none of you other councils ever touch on that. Never bring that up at all. Go ahead.
And upbraid him not, and he shall be given him, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing waver. But he that wavereth is like the wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed.
Nothing waver.
Hey, jump to 13 too, huh? 13 down to 15. He's gonna explain it.
We want the whole walk. We want the whole walk. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when you ask for the Lord, when you ask for something, you either all in or you all out. One or the other. You know what I'm saying? You can't come in this thing and still think that you're gonna be in a peaceful place with the world. You better be ready, man, to have buku enemies, people in your family, so-called friends, people that work around you, and all that type of shit. These are different ways that the Lord used to boost your spirit, man. You know, a lot of us angry, man, and that anger, and through this anger, which is in the scriptures, righteous anger, which the scriptures call indignation. So through this indignation, man, that's our jet fuel, man, to keep pushing this thing. The angrier the devil makes us as wise men, the more we should want to expose this fucking thing. No, go ahead.
Verse 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I skip down to 13 like the brother told me. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of Yahweh.
Right. Because the Most High, like I said, he's the one who set everything up from dawn to dawn. And when it's talking about let no man say, it's talking about the elect. It's just like if you go out and do some wicked shit, you go pop another man or woman. Don't be coming up talking about, man, it ain't my fault. The Most High made me do it. It ain't my fault. The Lord gonna kill you, man. You know, it ain't my fault. But y'all say the Lord controlling everything anyway. So I mean, a fool would say something like that, man. You know, the Most High knows the future, but guess what? We don't know the future.
A reprobate nigga.
Right. The Most High knows 5 minutes from now, but guess what? You don't know what's gonna happen 5 minutes from now. So therefore, you have to act on faith, man.
Faith and fear.
Faith and fear.
I got a quick thing.
So you had something about that?
Con.
That one too.
Just to land back off what you just said. This is Sirach. I'm gonna start chapter 16. I'm gonna start at verse 12. As his mercy is great, so is his correction also. He judges man according to his works.
That's right, man. And it says, as his work, read the beginning again. Beautiful.
Sirach 16 and 12. As his mercy is great, so is his correction also.
That's right. As his mercy is great, we already know how the Lord mercy. I mean, we can go from on this side, we can go from history, how the Lord had mercy on us. We can go individually, personally, how the Lord had mercy on us. Brothers got brothers got personal testimonies how they could have been dead, how all type of things could have happened to them, but yet the Lord spared their life. But just how the Lord is merciful to us, he corrected us just as well, man.
And his wrath is just as deep as his mercy.
It's his mercy. It's like it's balanced. Really and truly, it's balanced. The right hand is always the strong hand. Don't get it twisted. But the left is just as strong as the right, man. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with balance, in a sense of balance. You know?
Hey,
So
the next
Lord, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the next precept goes into exactly to what both of y'all just said. The sinner shall not escape with his spoils, and the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated.
Right, bro.
Yeah, I had one.
Yeah.
This is Sirach 15:11. It says, say not that thou, it is through the Lord that I have fell away. But thou art not those things which he.
But it said again, say not thou that what?
Get a Sirach 15 and 11.
No, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, it's Sirach 15 and 11. It says, say not thou through the Lord that I have fell away.
Yeah. Say not thou that basically don't say that it's the Most High. Man, the Most High made me go do this. The Most High made me go do that. It's called endurance for a reason. The Lord already told us when you go and read and understand this book, it tells you that the Lord said all of this here. The Lord tells you everything that's going to happen, good and bad, in this book before it happens. So when the shit happens on you, don't blame the Lord and say, well, this and that and the third. It was in the book. The Lord already told him we were going to be persecuted. The Lord already told him we were going to be killed, told him we were going to be detained, told him we were going to be hated, told him we were going to be tempted of who? The devil. All of these things, man. Told us that we were going to be tempted with the RFID chip. We were going to be tempted with our wives, with our children, with our so-called parents. So when all of these things come on you, the Lord helped you by putting in his book and putting the spirit on us to go and read and study these things and get it down like the scripture say, to digest it and go and give it to you, to the elect out there.
Right, you
it's for y'all to know, for y'all to use it to y'all advantage, man.
I got you one.
A little more on that though.
Go ahead.
This is for thou art not to do the things that he hated.
Thou art not to what not to do things that he hated, right?
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead.
It says say
now,
not.
let me add that point. Now I'm telling you, not to do the things that the Lord hates. Okay, where do you find the things that the Lord hated? In the Bible. It tells you the things to do. It tells you the things not to do. It tells you the things that are acceptable. It tells you the things that are abominable before the Lord. And the Lord also gives us understanding to be able to open up a book and read these things, man. So just like every other brother that's doing the works, not making an excuse, it's not on you to make an excuse and say the Lord making you do this, the Lord making you do that. We know that the Lord controls all things, but it's an order and a process in which the Lord do things. It's not like when somebody go on, the Lord right there in your ear, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You know you want to. I know she's there. Go ahead and do it. Nah, man. When you go into the book of the scriptures, the Lord telling you not to do the shit, man. But in order for you to be proven to be righteous, you got to be put. The Lord will put you in a situation where you can prove your righteousness, man. You know?
I got you. I got you one.
A little more than that. It says, say not thou, he has caused error, but he had no sinful man. The Lord hated all abomination, and they that fear the Lord love it not.
All right.
You got it out.
Beautiful.
This 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. It says, there had no temptation
Con, that's what I was.
taking you, but such as common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
That's right, man. So according to the scripture, the Lord is the one helping us, man. You know, the scripture, the Lord can't help because of the laws of nature. That's the way he set things up, man. That's the way he designed things. Like the brother just brought out. Say, read it from the top again one more time, Kanye.
It says there
About
no
the money coming, no temptation coming to man. That particular part.
such. It says there had no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man.
But such as is coming to man, man. Everybody, you're not the only one going through that, man. You're not the only one going through the hell that you catching and stuff like that. Different brothers got different spirits. Different brothers come from different parts of society. So therefore, it takes different forms of temptation to correct these brothers. And when the Lord put hell on one of his men, is he doing it to tear his man down, or is he doing it to make him better, man? The scriptures say the Lord chasteneth those whom he loves, man. So the Lord not making you walk. The Lord chastening us, man. The Lord put pain. He put that pressure on you. Yes, he does.
I got your precept, what you said. This Jeremiah.
That was it on that one, huh?
Nah, I got a little more.
Hey, Quad, go back to the James too. You get time.
All right, finish that one off and then you go down. Finish yours off, y'all.
And hey, to add to what you were saying too, that precept that said that your brother endure the same afflictions as you in the world. I just paraphrase it, but it says that your brothers take on the same afflictions as you in the world. I'm paraphrasing. I'm gonna get it. It says, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear.
Right. And basically, it takes faith. You have to have faith in order to believe that whatever your situation is, instead of turning to some old wicked ass nigga, blaming all your problems on the Lord, using that as a fucking excuse. That's the time you're supposed to exercise faith, man. You know, look at Job. I mean, the Lord put Job, the Lord put Yahweh. I mean, you got a lot of examples of righteous men being persecuted, man. Now, there was none as good as Yahweh, but Yahweh himself even said, man, there's none good but my Father, man.
All right, this precept here is like the brother said, that scripture that the brother brought out about his mercy is how the heavenly Father corrects you with his mercy. All right, this is Jeremiah 24:4. In captivity is him correcting you, loving you, man. This is Jeremiah 24:4, and the word of the Most High came to me saying, "Thus saith Yahweh, the power of Israel, like these good figs, so I will acknowledge them that are carried away captive of Judah, whom I have sent out of this place into the land of the Chaldeans for their good." And we're in modern day Chaldea, man. We're in modern day Babylon. The Most High put us in this flame, in this fucking slavery for our good, man, so we can learn not to go off, man.
Right.
All right? So we learn not to transgress his word no more.
Right. And that's a good point to put up. Now I know you got more on that. But like as I was saying earlier, man, these things the Lord bring on us for the sake of the elect, man. He's not even concerned. 2/3 of Israel, you already walked for death, man. You already walked for death. But these things, the correction, it goes for the elect, man. Because the elect, we are the only, well, Lord willing, we are the elect. Speaking of myself, you know what I'm saying? Lord willing, but the elect are the ones that the Lord is correcting. Put these things on. They're the only ones that are going to receive correction.
Right? Because in the book of Isaiah, the first chapter, he said, shall I strike you more and more? No, a fool would never learn. A nigga would never get it. The elect is going to come in there, like the book of Baruch say, you're going to call on me in the land of your captivity. All right? That's when you come back to your senses. The book of Proverbs say the bloomings of a womb cleanse away evil. All right? This is verse 24 and 6. All right? I will set my eyes upon them for good, and I will bring them again to this land, and I will build them and not pull them down, and I will plant them and not pluck them up. And I will give them a heart to know me. We're getting that heart right now in this captivity.
And what the brother brought out earlier, precept, how y'all brought up before that, how he said that the Lord with insane temptation shall deliver you. You know? And the thing that causes Jake to fear be the thing that gets you delivered, man. You know?
That I am your power, and they shall be my people, and I will be their power. They shall return unto me with their whole heart. And what makes us return to him? This hell we can run through, man. Come. This fire he got us in, man.
And what we do, we thank Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for doing what he's doing to us, man. Because he's chastising us. As opposed to, and it's the Lord's fault. He controls everything. He can easily make everything perfect. That's how niggas and Edomites think. Edomites, they got the majority of the world atheists are saying stupid shit like God is dead. If there was a God, why is there so much destruction and in the earth and so much chaos in the earth? There's no way there's a perfect God and the world is so imperfect. Well, you don't understand what perfection is. Perfection is the balance between good and evil. You're still gonna have them when Yahweh Shah comes on the earth and sends people on the earth over all of the right? You're still gonna have them.
You're still gonna have motherfuckers being defiant. That's why he said I will give you a rod of iron. Why in the kingdom of heaven you gonna have to have a rod of iron?
If everybody gonna be obedient,
you know?
I got a question. It's Job 13:15. It says, though he slay me, will I trust in him? But will I maintain my own ways before him?
Right, man. Though he what?
Though he slay me.
Though he slay me. Is he making an excuse? Man, Lord, kicking my ass. I mean, what you want me to do, man? You know, obviously he don't want me. A coward would say something. A pussy would say some shit like that, man. This white man been putting his foot up our ass all our fucking life, man. And we still come out here and we do this. That matter of fact, that's what motivates us to go out here and get on this damn property, man. You can't get no guns and fight this damn devil. You can't physically take this damn devil down. So you gotta hit his weakness. The so-called white man is spiritually he's weak. He's a carnal beast. We're spiritual people. You know, when you fight the so-called white man carnally, you're gonna lose. And when you fight him spiritually, you're gonna win, man. Every time. Because a beast, even though they got spirits, they're not spiritual people, man. Animals got spirits. You know, but you don't see animals walking around trying to get closer to their nationality, prophesying and all that type of stuff like that, man. You know, that's no different than Esau. He's a beast that acts off of evil instinct. You know, we're spiritual people. You know, go ahead.
That was it. Yeah, that was it on that. Go back to that James, Doc. Let me get a chance.
I got one right quick while he did this, man. This is this Baruch, I'm gonna start at 2 and 4. It says, moreover, he have delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about us, to be as a reproach and a desolation among all the people round about, where the Lord has scattered them. Thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Lord our power. It ain't the Lord's fault, it's your fault, man. You know, Adam had it good. Adam, shit. David had it. David didn't have to commit adultery, but it was set up for him to do that. You see what I'm saying? But when David did it, did he blame the Most High and try to justify adultery by saying, "Oh, the Lord can't kill me. You want to control everything anyway." Nah, man. David would have been a fool to do that.
I got a precept too.
Go ahead.
Oldie but goodie. This is Esther 9 and 13. It says, after all this is come upon us for our evil deeds and for our great trespass, seeing that our power has punished us less than our iniquity deserved, and has given us deliverance as this.
Giving us the deliverance as what?
As this.
Man. And that's like I say, man, this is the temptation, our greatest temptation that we face with slavery, man. Having to serve our enemies. Power as men being stripped away from us. We don't have no type of power in this society, man. You gotta go to your arch enemy for everything. You gotta go to your arch enemy to feed your fucking children, man. Even if you're a fucking dope dealer on the streets talking about fucking job, you still gotta go to the so-called white man to get that.
I was gonna say, he said, well, punish us less than our iniquity deserved.
What you say, bro?
The Lord said he punished us less than our iniquity deserved.
That's right. If that ain't mercy, I don't know what it is, man. You know?
What precept you wanted to get in James, right?
That
I can't hear you.
What you wanted me to get in James?
That was 13 you read?
Yeah, I'm right. I'll go back to it. Verse 13, James 1 and 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of Yahweh. For Yahweh cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. But every man is tempted when he was drawn out of his own lust and enticed.
Beautiful. Every man is tempted when he's drawn out of his own lust. And what we just read right here, it says, verses 2 and 5. Thus we were cast down and not exalted, because we have sinned against the Lord our power, and have not been obedient to his voice, man. But you can't get mad at the Most High, man.
Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, right? And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. Right?
Straight up, man.
And the Most High got what you call demons out here, man. You know, demons out here, and when demons get out, they get on your ass, and they start making you think all kind of wicked ass thoughts. And sometimes the bitches get so strong, if you're not exercising your spirit, you're gonna be overtaken by demons, man. That's why the elders always push for us to stay occupied in these prophecies, man, in these scriptures, man. Because the more you're pushing this word, the stronger that spiritual aroma is around, that spiritual force is around.
That brother from the Mississippi camp, they're beautiful sit down on that. About when you become slothful, when you become a cow. And say,
Open target for demons.
When you're not getting built up and exercising spiritual biceps,
You can't fight them bitches up.
when the shit hit the fan, you become a coward. You crumble. You fold like a lawn chair, man.
And then, like the brother was just saying, being complacent, like I was saying earlier, it's like the Lord brothers, not the brothers in the know, but brothers that's trying to come into this thing, man, they be going through certain things and having that dog in your head. Both sides putting that pressure on your ass so you can walk the straight and narrow path, man. Period. But go ahead.
That was
And then y'all brothers had we got one more over here though. I just said y'all here.
you had said this earlier. I was holding this piece up earlier. You were saying that you got to open know what the will of God is.
Will
Right?
of the Most High.
The will of the Most High is. Come. This Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And the way you do that, man, you swim in these scriptures, man. You learn sound doctrine, man. That you may prove what is that good and acceptable and the perfect will of Yahweh.
Yeah, and also it says transform, man. That word transformation is not that's not a good feeling process. To be transformed from a nigga to a man to an upright man of the Lord, man, it's a lot of battles. You know, it's a lot of spiritual battles, a lot of battles with that damn woman Eve. You know, a lot of battles with your so-called children, with your parents. You know, it's a hell of a transformation that you got to go through, man.
And the reason it's imperative you have good doctrine is the way you can answer this. That you may prove what is that good and acceptable, perfect will of God is. A lot of these Israelite camps, they'll be like, he wants us to all come together. That's not his will, bro. He don't want all these camps to come together with all this gumbo doctrines, man.
Yeah, it'll be straight mad.
You see what I'm saying? He don't want all of Israel to be saved with this first resurrection. Niggas gonna die, man. Niggas gonna get judged. Those that had him, crucify him, crucify him. Caesar is our king. They not about to get saved, man. So it's not his perfect will that all Israel get saved. That's why the scripture in the book of Revelation, the 20th chapter say, blessed is he that comes through the first resurrection, that the second death have no power over, man. So a lot of people don't know what his perfect will is, man. That's why you have to get under sound doctrine. It's not just about knowing you an Israelite. It's about getting under preferably great millstone. You know,
Right,
through the spirit.
At the end of the day, those are the men of the Lord. You can get mad however you want to say it, but when it comes down to breaking down the scriptures and exposing this damn devil for the devil that he is, man, there's only one group of people on the planet that's doing it. Period. There's only one group of Israelites on this planet that's bringing out the chip, that's bringing out the ICBM missiles. There's only one group of Israelites that's doing it. The other Israelite groups, y'all are not doing none of those things. All you doing is leading the blind into a fucking ditch. That's it. What you gonna say, brother?
I got you something, man. To add on to what y'all were saying, man, because when the Father took us out of when he took us out of Egypt, you ever notice the Father saved majority of us just to kill a few? But this time he's only saving a few to kill a lot. All right, this time around. Why? Because he know that he set up particular people and he wanted certain kind of men, man. And these men they haven't really humbled themselves to a degree to where they are acceptable in the sight of the Lord, man. Of course, the Lord set them up for failure, of course, too. But this Isaiah 57 and 15, it says, for thus says the high and lofty one that inhabited eternity, whose name is holy, I dwell in the high and holy place with him also that is of a contrite and a humble spirit, man. All right, so the Father looking for men that's of a contrite and a humble spirit, man, because he could build with these men, man, to revive the spirit of the humble and to revive the heart of the contrite ones, man. So who are they that have came humbly into the house of the Lord, man, and accepted his will and his covenants and his statutes, man? Understanding and knowing that we will be perfect once the Lord come get us, man, and not before. All right, it says, for I will not contend forever, neither will I be able always wroth. For the spirit shall fail before me, and the souls which I have made, man. So we go through this, we do this walk in this truth, man. You know, through faith, believing that the Father will save us out of this thing, man. But in humbly, man.
I got something to say real fast. Because that word contract means the kaka, if I'm saying it right, and it goes to it says very much being broken, very small, got down here, cast down. You gotta come with a broken spirit, man.
Yeah, man. Like what the Lord say, he came not for those who could see. You know what I'm saying? And speak. He came for those who were blind, man. Deaf, man. Need of his position. You know? Symbolically speak, figuratively speaking. What you gonna say, bro?
No, we're saying these brothers coming in a high spirit. They high spirited, man. All right, you marching, going against prophecies and shit, man. Father not dealing with that, man. Come on, man. You high spirited, man. You got on purple. You got on scarlet. You know, feeling like, man, you know, we are the real true definition of the Lord. All right. A man appearance don't move the Lord, man. The Father don't have no respect for person, man. Only they that do his laws, statutes, and commandments, man, the Father deal with. That's it.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, I had one to take us out. Y'all brothers had any more y'all want
That was it.
That was it.
Good,
Oh,
Rob?
no. I'm good.
Somebody
Well, actually, I got one
I
out.
think you see a brother on the comment board here when he about to get done for the brother. And then I'm gonna take us out with this.
Like Ezekiel 34:14, for the brother on the comment board that posted. I will feed them in a good pasture, and upon the high mountain of Israel shall their fold be. Right? That's talking about their elect. That's their fold, right? And they shall lie in a good fold, and in a fat pasture shall they feed upon the mountains of Israel. And I will feed my flock and cause them to lie down, saith Yahweh.
This is closing out. This is the one that closes out, man. This is Wisdom of Solomon 1, and I'm gonna start at 12. It says, "Seek not death in the era of your life, and pull not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hands." Man. Stop blaming that on the Most High, man. You know, the Most High already laid everything out from the foundation, and He got what you call laws, statutes, and commandments. If your ass go against them, don't be pointing the finger at nobody, man. You to blame. You know, the Most High just ain't dealing with you if you keep using it as an excuse. I can't help it. I can't handle it. And the Most High, so the Most High, when he's not perfect. He made a mistake when he chose you. You know. But anyway, it says, "For the Most High made not death, neither have He pleasure in the destruction of the living." So that kills that right there. Say not at any time that the Lord calls me to err and so on and so forth, man. It says, "Neither have He pleasure in the destruction of the living." And we all know that the living is talking about the elect, man. The one we used to call Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. 1/3 of those people throughout the face of the earth. It says, "For He created all things that they might have their being, and the generations of the world were healthy, and there was no poison of destruction in them, nor the kingdom of death upon the earth. For righteousness is immortal, but ungodly men with their works and words called it to them. For when they thought to have it their friend, they consumed to know and made a covenant with it because they are worthy to take part with it, man." You know, and it's talking about destruction. You know, so, you know, basically, you know, I hope that was a edifying Shabbat message. But you know, say that the Lord told me. You know, we in this thing, fight a good fight. You know, we all equipped with the same amount of skills. None of us be looking to this man saying, he got more than me, he this, I can't do this because of this and that, the third and all that. Hey, man, deal with what you got, man. Some men got 5, some men got 2, some only got 1.
What a man want.
You know what I'm saying? You know, if you got 1, that 1 could become 2, man. All he had to do was just go get another one.
What he had.
You know? And stuff like that, man. So we all fighting this good fight, man. Like I say, man, the Lord don't want to hear no excuses. These brothers, we all know the hell we catch amongst ourselves, man. But y'all don't see us on camera throwing no pity party with that, man. We catch hell within ourselves. We go in the closet away from all you wicked motherfuckers, man. And we pray out to the Lord. We cry out to the Lord. And we have faith by coming out and exercising our faith, man. Showing our faith to all of you scoffers out there, you naysayers, man. You know, looking like spectacles. Like the scripture says, the foolishness of teaching. The scripture says we're made a spectacle before men and angels. You know, but we're willing to do this in the name of faith, man. You know, I'm not gonna say the name of faith. I'm gonna be like, people cut that clip, be like, oh, they call the Most High faith, but in the name of how about shooting out the shot through faith, man. You know, but with that, man, Shalom, man.
Shalom. Shalom.